Hello Altman Plants. Today we're going to talk about how to use PocketEvo to enter your scrap properly and keep your inventories on point. So the first thing, once you log in, you'll go to your main menu, and we're going to start off by going into our scrapping and showing you how to do that. As you first go into the menu, it'll pull up your entire inventory list here, and what you're going to want to do is swipe down. It'll do an update of the stored data. If you notice on the top of the screen, my last refresh was a day before, and so when I swipe down, it will refresh for the current inventory so that you're not going off of a list if maybe you had somebody else in the store that was scrapping or anything like that, or you got a delivery. So here we've got our newest data loaded, and we can kind of proceed with going into our scrap. Now, one thing to be mindful of if you happen to be working in a different store is to always make sure that you are actually signed into the right store. Here, I was actually working at a different store the day before, so I've got to sign into my actual location, which it'll do it by GPS, or you can go into manual entry and enter it there. And generally you'll be able to do this by location, but sometimes if the GPS is a little bit off, it may be outside of range. When you do log into the store, it should always do a download of the current information, so it should update with any new orders, as well as update your inventory for anything that is current at this point. So now that we've loaded and refreshed, you can tell that our date up at the top is current, so we have our freshest data loaded into this. This will first show you the entire list of your inventory, but the easiest thing to do is to look at the bottom where you can scan or filter. And if you do the filter, it'll be UPC or SKUs. That's the easiest way to do it. We're going to start with the scanning option. This is pretty straightforward. The camera will pop up. You'll be able to zap the barcode. You'll just then enter the scrap quantity, hit the red scrap button, and then it'll go on to pull the camera back up where you can enter your next item. You'll notice the color change when you enter a total, so that way you know which items you've scrapped. You can continue scrapping in that manner, or if you for some reason find something that won't scan or you need to enter manually, that's where you will go back to your normal menu and enter the filter option, where you can enter a UPC or a SKU depending on what's on the tag. Here I've entered the SKU for the item that we just scanned and entered into scrap. So as you can see, if you ever scan something that you've already scrapped some, it'll show you that it's got scrap already entered in, so then you know if you just need to add to that total. So you can actually see what you've scrapped out in your inventory by scrolling through the list. Again, as the colors change, you'll be able to easily identify the items that you've entered scrap for. So these are the two items that we utilized earlier, and we've got the scrap showing that it's been entered there. So now there's a couple ways that we can go forward from here. To submit the data, you've got two ways you can do it. One you can do from this screen itself by just going back to the top of the menu, and then you can just swipe down again, and that will update the data and update your counts. The other option is to go out to your PBS upload on your main menu, and you can do it from there. So what we'll do here, we just did the swipe down method. I'm going to rescan them, and now I can see that they've been updated. We've got a lower count here, and so we know our scrap went through. The other option is to go into the PBS upload, which when you do scrap, it will show what you've got scrap listed here. This is another item that I just added as an example since we've already uploaded the other information. Again, the upload button is on the bottom there. If you do ever need to remove anything, you can swipe to the left. It'll pop up this undo button where you can actually remove them from there. And since I didn't want to scrap that, I took it out. Alright, that's how easy it is to enter your scrap, and make sure that your inventory stay accurate as you remove product from the store. Thank you.